The Creative Gene and How to Use It is an educative design book for charity. It was written and illustrated by myself. I am a creative director and a singer-songwriter, and I've been a partner in a design company based here in Paris for the last 15 years. Now, as I was putting my portfolio together last year, it somehow got out of hand and turned into a written blog, like a mixture of words, illustrations and imagery, where the stories behind the project became as important to me as the actual projects themselves. And there were colleagues and friends who saw what I had done and suggested that it might be a good idea if I was to turn it into a proper book. And so for the last year, we've been putting the book together and we've made some pre-printed examples. And along the way, I decided that the book was going to be for charity. And so all the proceeds from the sales will actually be going to the British Heart Foundation in the UK. Now, the inspiration for this decision was my brother, Gordon Sinclair. We used to call him Buzz, who was born with two very serious heart conditions. And the doctors had given him 5 years to live and said that he'd never get out of a wheelchair. But he pulled himself out of it, and he took himself to school, taught himself to drive, went around the world, fell in love, and did all the things that normal people do. And his strength and his courage were such an inspiration to me that I decided that all the book profits would be going to the organization that helped keep him alive for so long. We have set up a non-profit organization called OneGivers for the funding and the promotion of the book, which we hope ultimately will be a platform of expression for creative people who wish to use their talents for a charitable or meaningful cause of their own choosing. But our first project, and the most important one right now, of course, is the book, The Creative Gene and How to Use It. So we decided that we would throw a big party to raise awareness about the book and the association. And thanks to Charlotte Burrell from the Bateau Mouche, who generously lent us one of her fabulous boats, on the 29th of May of this year, we had the launch party. And there were 300 people who turned up from all walks of life. We had clients and designers, artists and musicians, the public and friends. A real mix of cultures and personalities, of professional and personal experience, all together on the boat for one evening. Now, the atmosphere was great. We had 3 bands that played. There was Point Zero, a folk rock band. They're very good friends of mine, and we've spent many years playing together on the Paris music scene. And then there was Lauren and her band Pulse. She has a fabulous soul voice, and she really got the party going. And I also played with my band. And we even had a little theatre with Alice and Marianne, a DJ, a bar, and everybody was dancing. But ultimately, the aim of the evening was that people could come and discover the association. We wanted to see whether the OneGivers idea had any potential, and of course, so that people could discover the book. We're operating on pre-orders for the moment, but we were very happy with the evening. We had 50 more orders for the book, and a generous philanthropist who is backing us for 300 copies. We're looking to get up to about 500 copies in all, and then we can go ahead with actually getting the book printed. So we've come a long way since last year, the creation of the association, the first big party, and we're starting to get pre-orders for the book. If you do wish to pre-order the book, you can go to onegivers.com, or please become a friend on Facebook at the OneGivers Association page, so that we can keep you informed as to what's happening in the future. So that's the story of the Creative Gene so far. Please contact either myself or the association if you're interested in the book.